What's up, crypto legends? The price of Bitcoin absolutely exploding, currently trading at $71,000. We did see Ethereum as well having a 20% rise based on speculation that the ETF could be approved before the end of the year. Today, we're going to take a look not only at Bitcoin and Ethereum, the explosive breakout, the altcoins that could be rallying in the next coming days. Now, most importantly, L1 projects such as Avalanche, Cardano, we have Polkadot as well. A lot of the altcoins will likely follow in the next coming days and weeks. Yesterday, we were mentioning about Illuvium. Illuvium got a massive rise, did enter a few altcoin projects here in some long positions, but not to worry. We're going to analyze these L1 projects that do have big projection for the next coming 1 to 2 weeks or even days, guys. So make sure to stay tuned till the very end. Remember, all of these altcoins that I mentioned in today's episode can be traded on Bybit or on 𝗬𝟑. You do have an insane bonus down below in the links in the description, okay? Now let's go right away and start off here with Bitcoin, getting that explosive breakout. It is currently hitting the $71,000 range, which is also resistance. It is the value area high from March and April. You can see how we're just hitting that zone, getting that reaction. We also have a daily level right over there at that area, okay? $71,500. We're getting a little bit of a consolidation, so a potential pullback is very, very possible here for Bitcoin. Ethereum absolutely exploding based on the news yesterday, getting a huge move of 20%. Now, if you feel left out on Bitcoin or Ethereum, we need to dive into some altcoins that are starting to get the move to the upside. We do have the most important L1 projects such as Avalanche, ADA, and Polkadot. Let's analyze right away Avalanche, because we are just about to break this resistance zone from April and May, which is at the $39 range. We're currently slightly trading above that resistance level. Now, no doubt this is actually a risky place to long, because this could be a fake out. If Bitcoin gets a major pullback, also Ethereum in between today and tomorrow, these altcoins will take the hit. However, we want to be ready because this does look very bullish, and there are some target zones that I would be expect them hitting in the next 1 to 2 weeks. That is if it's not by the end of this week. Now we can see that this zone over here, which is the resistance of April and May, we are just tapping this level. We need to be very aware of fake outs, guys, because no doubt they happen, especially when Bitcoin pumps so aggressively. We could be expecting a consolidation, which is good for altcoins to rally. But if Bitcoin suddenly gets a correction of $2,000-$3,000 in between today and tomorrow, those altcoins no doubt are going to take the hit. So we want to talk about possible swing trading setups. I'm in some swing trades with very low leverage here and low capital, expecting higher levels to come, but not today or tomorrow, potentially in the next 5 to 10 days. I'm going to explain the scenarios in this episode. What zones would be interesting here for me to get some more of these cryptos in my swing long position. So if this turns out to be a local fake out, okay, at the resistance in the case of Avalanche, we can possibly turn down here to the lows, okay, of yesterday. That would be my buying zone here for Avalanche, in between the $35 and also the $37 range. Get that pullback if Bitcoin and Ethereum does, and then expect the price to find support at this range and then look for that explosive breakout in the next 1 to 2 weeks. That is if we do correct. So I'm looking for some swing trades here on these L1 projects, Avalanche being the number one. What would be a realistic target zone? Of course, we are forming a little bit of an ascending triangle, just testing the highs. No doubt that this is a range which is actually a little bit dangerous to long based on a possible fake out and the pullback on Bitcoin and Ethereum. But I would go with very low leverage here and expect the possible bounce inside of this area, maybe a sweep of the lows of yesterday. That would be pretty aggressive, but this would be the buying zone, okay? Stop losses beneath the lows here, and looking for a pretty nice projected move all the way up to $50 in the case of Avalanche. You may ask yourself, but why am I targeting that zone? Well, purely based on the ascending triangle projected target zone, okay, from the breakout of the support, we would be looking for that sweep of the lower high created here the first week of April, sitting at the $50. That is the target zone of the ascending triangle target. We are seeing a lot of the altcoins already breaking this consolidation from April and May. So it does make sense that a lot of these good projects such as Avalanche should follow through in the next 1 to 2 weeks, if not days. Now, also this zone over here, we can see it was the highs created in December, which could also provide that resistance. It's a perfect target zone, sweep of liquidity above that high in April, round about the $50 range, giving you that possible pump of over 25% from current price levels. Any pullbacks here is just going to be a good accumulation zone, in my opinion, because you cannot see Bitcoin, Ethereum popping like this without the strongest L1 projects getting the follow through. So that is the altcoin number one here. Avalanche looks very, very good for that projected move here in the next coming days. We can see Cardano as well. Still hasn't tested the resistance from April. If we do get a box, okay, to that resistance level, we can clearly see that we are just on the formation of a double bottom Adam and Eve right over here. And also the projected target is getting the bottom to the resistance zone, to that breakout, would be coming all the way up to around about the 62 cent level. This is also in confluence with all of that consolidation from the highs here from December. That would be my target zone. Sweep those highs here from the 8th of April. Perfect target zone here for the price of ADA. Of course, if we do get that pullback on Bitcoin and Ethereum, we need to be aware that we could be having a buying zone here. Not to be worried about those pullbacks. These L1 projects, which are the high cap L1s, they should be following through with Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I would say that the buy zone here for Cardano is in between 46 cents and 48 cents. If we do manage to get that pullback, of course, if you are willing to actually get in right now, you just need to be aware that we could be pulling back if Bitcoin and Ethereum does in the next 1 to 2 days, and just be ready to possibly add to that position. This is a low leverage, low capital swing long position that could take in between 1 and 2 weeks. Cardano looking very good. Double bottom here, Adam and Eve setup that could be projected here to the 62 cent level, sweeping up that lower high here from April. We also got Polkadot, which is looking pretty good. We got a symmetrical triangle in the case of Polkadot. We have the same target zones, all right, very similar. You got the highs here from December, and also that lower high here from the 8th of April, which is sitting around about the $9.10. If we do get the projected move of the symmetrical triangle, which is breaking out resistance right now, that is taking us to that zone right over here. Would be expecting this target zone to be hit in the next 1 to 2 weeks max if we are going to follow through. Make sure to be aware of the fake outs. We've just tested the highs. This is not really the best zone to actually jump into a long position just based on a fake out. You could come back inside of the triangle, and that would be mostly the interest zone. I would be willing to add to my low leverage, low capital swing long positions for this potential projected move, as Bitcoin is pumping, Ethereum is pumping, and we know that these large cap L1 projects are likely to follow through. This is going to be it for this update, guys. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.